I'm K. Surodashwini, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Technology. And the course name Technical English, and the topic which we are going to discuss about essay writing. So when we heard the topic essay writing, everyone feels very happy because from the schooling itself, we used to write the essays. And that is why essay writing is likable to all. So when we'll come to the point, what is essay writing? An essay is actually a piece of writing and that expresses the information or even the ideas of the writer's opinion. So here the writer can express his own opinion to the writing. The word essay actually taken from, which means the derived from the French infinitive essayer. Actually, the exact meaning is to try or to attempt. So to try or to attempt, the word itself says everything. So the writer going to attempt whatever he going to express through his writing. An essay is actually used to write in a prose form. So the essay is written in the prose form only, not in the poetry. And through his writing, he will bring all the ideas, arguments, or even the evidences which he wants to provide. Everything should be comes in the essay. And most of the essays written in formal third person, but only some type of essays written in the first person. And this is a notable point. Most of the essay should be written in the formal third person and particular type of essay should be written in the first person. So, for example, reflective piece of work that comes in the first person type. So here we have the characteristics of essays. So unity, order, brevity, style, and personal touch. So these are the characteristics of good essay writing. So the first one is unity. When we are writing the essay, we have to bring out all the points, time, place, everything should be gathered in a well proper way. And order. When we are writing the essay, it should come in the order, chronological order, or even in the logical order, we have to write our essay. And brevity, short and crisp. What are the points we would like to share that should be written in a short and crisp. And style. So the style of the writer varies from writer to the writer, but still it should be in like simple language if you use that will be understandable to everyone. And personal touch. So this is very important. So whoever writes the essay, we have to write with a personal touch. Then only the essay comes out well. So these are the characteristics of essay. And here we have the structure of an essay. What is the structure we have to follow? This is very known to everyone because from the schooling onwards, we started to write the essays. If somebody asks you to write an essay, the first thing which we do is start with the introduction. So introduction is very important. And that's the first thing which comes in the essay. And after the introduction, we have to write the body part. So once we have completed the body part, the next thing is conclusion. So this is the structure we have to be followed. And in detail, what are the things that should be involved in the introduction? So in the introduction part, we have to give or present your topic. What is your topic? That should be conveyed in the introduction part and provides background. So regarding the topic, if you have collected any background points, you have to be give or present in the introduction part itself. Background is very important. Then only the reader or the audience could able to follow your idea, and gives your thesis statement. So in the introduction part itself, we have to give the thesis statement. What does the thesis statement means? It is the main idea of your topic. So main idea is important, right? That's why that main idea should be conveyed in the introduction part itself. So these are the main three things we have to be give in the introduction part. So what are they? Present your topic, provide background, give your thesis statement. Again, I'm telling you that thesis statement is nothing but the main idea of the topic. So move on to the body part. So what are the things we have to be done in the body part? The first thing, core argument and analysis. So what is the main argument and analysis which we are going to do? That should be present in the body part. And present evidences. So regarding the topic, if we collect any facts and evidences or some examples and all given in the body part, and those evidences should be quote. We have to quote that. And most importantly, one main point per paragraph. This should be, keep it in our mind. So how many paragraph we are writing? In all the paragraph, we have to give only one main point. We have to discuss only one main point in a paragraph. Each paragraph starts with a topic sentence. So when you're writing the paragraph, in the beginning of the paragraph, the first line is called as a topic sentence. And that topic sentence should convey the meaning of the remaining sentences. So the whole idea of the paragraph should be conveyed in the topic sentence itself, which means in the first sentence itself. All paragraph relates to your thesis. So you should not deviate any paragraph from apart from the topic. So which means whatever the paragraph you are writing, all that conveys your thesis idea only. So these are the main things which you have to be concentrate when you're writing the body paragraph. So what are they? Core arguments and analysis, and present your evidences, and that should be quote. That's important. And one main point per paragraph, keep it in the mind. And each paragraph starts with topic sentence. Topic sentence is nothing but it's your first sentence, and that sentence should convey the remaining idea of the thesis. All paragraphs relate to your thesis. So the next thing, conclusion. So how everyone knows about introduction, as the same everyone knows that conclusion. So what is the thing we have to give in the conclusion part? Ties together your main point. So that's important. What is your main point? Whatever you might be discussed in the body paragraph, but what is your main point? That should be tied in the conclusion part. Shows why your argument matters. The purpose of writing the essay should be revealed in the conclusion. You have to give the solution for that. So these are the main things you have to give in the conclusion part. So remember these points. And the next thing, types of essay. So we'll move on to the types. So here we have a lot of types in writing the essays, but we are going to discuss a few types: expository, descriptive, narrative, compare and contrast, and also the persuasive essay. So we'll start one by one slowly. First type is expository essay. So what is expository essay? Expository essay is to explain a topic in a logical and straightforward manner. So from the topic expository, the title itself, we have to be very clear that it is going to expose something, right? So it is going to reveal something. The revelation, the exposing, no, that should be in the straightforward manner. These essays present a fair and balanced analysis of a subject based on facts. So it is going to expose now in a straightforward manner. So definitely it is going to reveal the facts alone. So if you're presenting the facts in our essay, and that should be present in a fair and balanced way. That's very important. And most importantly, no references to the writer's opinions or emotions. This is also very important. You should not give your own opinions, or you should not show your emotions in your expository essay. So because this is fully going to give the facts. So no references to the writer's opinions or emotion. So I hope this will be clear. This type of essay will going to give the facts alone. So you have to be present in a straightforward manner. And to say it more clearly, a typical expository writing prompts will use the word explain or define. If you see the word explain or define, you comes to the conclusion or you get an idea that this type of essay is expository type, expository essay. So here we have the process for expository writing. The first one is pre-writing. So whenever we start to write the essay, pre-writing is very important, and this will help you to make your essay very strong and good. So in the pre-writing process, what you're going to do, just to brainstorm about the topic and main ideas. So just going to write whatever the main points you have collected. That should be in the pre-writing step. And next one is drafting. In the drafting part, you're going to write roughly. So the first thing is topic sentence, which means the main idea of the title, and the supporting sentence. That supporting sentence should support the topic sentence or the thesis, which we are going to write, the essay. And finally, the concluding sentence. So these are the three things which we have to be concentrate when we used to draft an essay. So the first thing, rewriting, and the next process is drafting, and third process is revising. So once we have finished our drafting work, we have to revise it. So revising plays a vital role in essay writing, because only if you revise your essay again and again, then that will help you to make your essay better and better. So revising is important. So the next thing is editing. Now you are in the place of editing. So proofread your work, and if you have any, if you have committed any grammar mistakes or else spelling mistakes, so you have to be corrected. So proofreading is very important, and that should be comes in the editing part. And next one is publishing. Now you have completed your essay, you have checked everything, and your essay is ready to publish. So to whom you are going to be published? Maybe in the website you can publish. If you are the student, you have to show your work to your parents or to your friends or even to the teachers, and they will correct you. If they will check and tell you what the mistakes which you have committed, and that will be helpful for you to avoid the same mistake should repeat in the future, and get the feedback to make the next essay better. That's why publishing is very important. So here we have, look at the picture, introduction part is there, and body paragraph and conclusion for the expository essay. In the introduction part, what are the things they have given? Thesis statement and capture attention. So what you have to do in the introduction part itself, we try to capture the attention of the reader or the audience. And next thing is 3 body paragraph. So this is important. Body paragraph means if you think that it is one, it is not good, you have to write at least 3 body paragraph. And what are the things you have to be give in those 3 body paragraph? 1 idea per paragraph. This is already we have discussed. Appropriate transitions. Transition means the linkers, the connectors. So you have to give the appropriate connectors to one sentence to another sentence and to the one paragraph to the another paragraph. Why transition is important? Because if you use the appropriate transition, the reader can able to connect the ideas which you are delivering properly. That's why the appropriate transition is good for your better essay. And supporting information. So whatever the information you are providing in your body paragraph, that should support your topic to your essay. So the next thing is conclusion. So in the conclusion paragraph, what you have to give? Restate the argument. Whatever you have discussed earlier in the introduction part and in the body paragraph, you have to restate it. And summarize the facts quickly, short and sweet. And purpose, next step. So these are the things you have to be follow when you are writing the expository essay. So here we have some sample questions for expository essays. So let us read the first question. Explain why you admire a particular person. See here, they didn't ask you whether you are admiring or not. They straightforward their question you. Explain why you are admire a particular person. So you definitely have to write a person which you are admiring. Next question. Explain why parents are sometimes strict. They didn't ask you whether the parents are strict or not. They straightly gave you the question that explain why parents are sometimes strict. And third question, explain why you are interested in a particular career. So they have fixed that you are interested in a particular career and they were asking you to explain about that. So this is how the expository essay will be asked. These are the sample questions. And the next type which we are moving on to, descriptive essay. So what is descriptive essay? The best descriptive essay are organized, keep it in the mind, organized, full of details and focused more on the facts than the opinion. So here also they were focusing only on the facts, not the writer's opinion. So just keep it in the mind that descriptive essay also focusing on the fact, not the opinion. So here, how to write a descriptive essay. So here you have some steps. Follow this when you're writing the descriptive form of essays. The first step is choose a specific topic. This point you know very well that whatever the type of essay which you are going to write, the first step we have to do is choose a specific topic. And next, compile information. Once you have selected the topic for your essay, the next thing which we have to do is compile the information. If you want to compile the information, first thing which you have to do is collect the information, gather the information from any sources which you have. So once you have gathered the information, try to compile all the information together. And next thing, make an outline. So now you have the information in your hands, right? So by having those information, you started to make an outline by using that. So now how to make an outline and how to draft it. Write an introductory paragraph, body paragraph, and conclusion paragraph. These are the 3 steps as the same which we have already discussed. So how to write a descriptive essay? Choose the topic, compile the information, and make an outline. So when you're writing the essay, you have to write the introductory, body, and also the concluding paragraph. And in the concluding paragraph, as you know very well, that you have to summarize the essay. So for the descriptive essay also, I gave you the sample questions. Describe your favorite place. So when you're describing the favorite place, you should not give your own opinion about your favorite place. The facts alone you have to give. You have to give the facts of that favorite place. You have to describe it. And see the second question. Describe an object that has been in your family for a long time. So here, they're just asking you to write about a particular object. They didn't mention you, but the object which is present in your home, for a long time. You have to describe about the facts alone. So these are the sample questions for a descriptive essay. And the next type of essay which we have is narrative essay. So let's see what is narrative essay. So for everyone, this type of essay is very interesting and easy for everyone. Why? Because this narrative essay is a way of testing your ability to tell a story in a clear and interesting way. Yes, that is why this type of essay is likable to all, because everyone likes to share the story. So this type of essay written in a story format. But the thing is, how we are going to deliver the story, that should be very clear and interesting way. Narrative essay, the use of the first person, I, is encouraged. So already I said that most of the essays use third person. But here this type of narrative essay encouraged to write in the first person. This is a reflective piece of writing because you're going to reflect yourself. So that's why this type of writing, this type of narrative essay uses the first person, I. So what are the things we have to be follow? So see here, choosing a topic. So for all the type of essay, first thing we have to do is choose a topic. So see here, in the choosing a topic itself, we have a specific prompts. So what is that? See the question here, write a story about your first day of school. So they were specifically asking about your first day of school, not about the schooling experience. Particularly, they are asking first day of school. And you have to narrate on your own point of view because it is your experience. And see the next question. Write a story about your favorite holiday destination. So your favorite holiday destination means you have to tell that. So this is actually the specific prompts. And we have also open-ended prompts in the narrative type. So what are they? So write about an experience where you learn something about yourself. This is open-ended. So they have given the option in her answer itself. And the next question, write about an achievement you are proud of. What did you accomplish and how? So here also they gave you the option in your hands. How? Because we have achieved a lot of things, but they didn't ask anything specifically. So from that achievement, we are going to give our own interest. So this is open-ended prompts in the narrative type of essay. And next type of essay is compare and contrast essay. This is also very important type of essay. So here, the compare and contrast type of essay will discuss about the similarities and the dissimilarities, which means the difference of two or more things. So regarding the ideas or the concepts, items, and places, we can compare anything and contrast anything. But the most important thing is when we are comparing and contrasting, we have to be careful that it should be compared the same thing. For example, if we're comparing the apple means we have to compare red apple and the green apple. What is the differences and the similarities? We should not take one apple and an orange because both are totally different things. So when you're comparing, we have to take the same similar thing. That will be helpful for your analysis. So compare and contrast essay is also important one. So here we have the steps to write compare and contrast essay. So what are the things? Choose a compare and contrast essay topic. This we know very well. So how we have to choose this type of essay? Here we have some examples. Compare and contrast wind energy and solar energy. So see this point, see the question. They are taking two type of energy. One is wind energy and another one is solar energy. Both are energies only, but they're going to differentiate what is the difference or the similarities between the wind energy and the solar energy. Compare and contrast characters in a novel. So this is applicable for the literature. So if we read the book, we can compare and contrast the characters who were present in the novel. We have to take a novel and compare the characters. The next thing is select similarities and differences. So how we have to select the similarities and differences? The best method is Venn diagram. So you have know very well that the two circles which are going to help you to find out the similarities and differences. And the next step is find supporting details and evidence. So you have to find the supporting details and evidences in any sources that will help you. Find facts about the topic. So what you have to do, you have to collect the facts to prove that your topic is good. And next thing is outline your compare and contrast paper. Write your compare and contrast paper. So as the same, first thing is you have to collect all the details and outline all those details, and finally you start to write the work. The next type of essay is persuasive writing. So what is that persuasive writing? Is utilized by writers to take a stance on an issue, convincing readers to agree with a certain opinion or idea. So this type of writing is very interesting, because this type of writing is going to convince the reader. Here, through our opinion, we are going to convince the other people, the reader. So the best example for persuasive writing is the marketing. So through the marketing, we are going to convince the people, right? So the best, another example is advertising. So if we saw the advertisements, we used to do what? We just keep on convinced by the advertisers. So marketing is the best example for persuasive writing. So here we have the steps to write persuasive essay. The first one is pick a topic you are responsible and passionate about. So what is that? Pick a topic you are passionate about. So in all that type of essays, I said that choose a topic, but here they're specifically saying that passionate about. So pick a topic you are passionate about means only if you are passionate about that product or the thing which you are going to convince, the reader will convince then. So if you are going to convince the reader, then you must be passionate about that. So know your audience very well. So you have to be very clear that to whom you are going to convince. So know your audience very well. Hook the reader's attention. Try to grab the reader's attention first, and then you start to speak to them. Start to convince them. So hook the reader's attention. Research both sides. You should not research on one side. Both sides you have to be researched. So on the product side also you have to research. And the another side is the audience side, whether they'll agree with the point or not. So you have to be researched before you are going to convince them. And next thing is be empathetic. So here, why empathetic is very important in persuasive essay? Because only if you are able to understand, only if you are understand the people point of view, you can able to convince them. So that you have to be think on the side of the reader, so that it is easier for you to convince the people. And ask rhetorical questions. So once you have talked to the people who are listening to you, the next thing which you have to do is ask the rhetorical questions, so that you comes to understand whatever you have tried is get the result or not. And next thing is emphasize your point. So once you have completed all those things, finally emphasize your points. Again and again, repeat the point which you want to be stored in the reader's mind and heart. So emphasizing your point is very important in the persuasive essay. So these are the steps which you have to be follow when you're convincing the people. First thing is pick a topic you're passionate about and know the audience first of all, and try to grab the attention of the readers, and research both sides, both the topic and also the audience, and be empathetic person, and then only you can able to convince the people, ask the rhetorical questions, and emphasize your point. You have to stand on your point again and again in order to attract the audience. So now we have completed the types of essays. I hope you understand whatever the types which we have discussed. And now we are going to discuss about the tips about the essay writing. So the do's and don'ts, both we are going to discuss now. So first we'll move on to the do's of the essay writing. What are the things which we have to be follow when we are writing the essay? First thing is, do make your essay easy to read. This is very, very important because so if you are writing your essay easy, that will be helpful for your audience or the readers to understand. So that is why make your essay easy to read, because our intention, our motivation is to make our readers to understand. We want to deliver it to them. So that's why actually we are writing the essay. So do make your essay easy to read. And next point is, do include a thesis statement in the introduction. This is, we have already discussed, but still I'm insisting that you have to introduce your thesis statement in the introduction part itself. Because if the reader able to understand the main idea of the essay, then only they can proceed with the remaining part. They have to understand the main motto of the essay. So that's why do include a thesis statement in the introduction part itself. And next one, do use transitions between paragraphs. So this is also important. Between the paragraph and between the sentences, you have to use the transitions. Transitions, I already told you that it is the link of words. So if there is a no link means, there is no connectivity means, definitely the reader cannot able to connect the ideas or information or any feelings which you are conveying. They cannot. So that's why the appropriate use of transition will help you to deliver the content properly, and the audience or the readers also able to understand the ideas. And do cite examples. So when you are taking the sources, when you are researching the sources, you have to pick only the examples, not the whole content, whole idea from the net, right? So whenever you are writing the essay, the opinions, whatever the way of writing, that should be depends on the writer alone. You should not copy anything from the net or any sources. So do cite examples alone, and those examples also put in the quotation mark. Do response to the prompt of the essay. So what you have to do, there is a connection between one paragraph and another paragraph. Once we read the first paragraph and we have that interest, we have to make an interest to the reader to read the connectivity. Next, they have to read. Do use simple sentences. So whatever the type of writing, use the simple sentences. In the first point itself, I told that we have to use the simple sentence, which means we have to make the readers to read easily in an easier way. So if they want to read easily, we have to use the simple, plain sentence, plain language. Do choose proper type, style, and format. So the presentation is very important. So be careful when you're writing your essay. The proper type and style and format will make or grab the attention of the reader. Do choose the right language. So choosing the appropriate language also one of the success for writing the good essay. And do revise your writing thoroughly. So revision is very important part when you're writing the essay, so that we can able to find out whatever the mistakes we have done, and from that revision we can also change some points, alter the points, so that better essay will be formed. So do use advanced vocabularies. So vocabulary is very important. So if you're using the advanced vocabulary means that will help you to show your essay worthier. So advanced vocabulary is good for your essay. And now we have completed what are the things which you have to do in our essay writing. And now it's time to do what are the don'ts we have to be follow when you're writing the essay. So the first thing is, don't overwhelm your essay with information and facts. So this is very important thing. We have to concentrate on this point. So many of them think that if we give a lot of facts and information in our essay, the essay is good content. But it is actually not so. If we are giving the facts and information with overload, the reader could not able to digest it. So whatever the facts and information which are giving, just give them limited so that the reader will understand quickly. So don't overwhelm your essay with load of informations and facts. And next thing, don't neglect formatting details. So when you are writing the essay, presentation is very important. You have to be care the presentation. So whatever the points, if you think it is important and if you want to highlight it, just do it. Presentation is very important. And don't use too many glitches. So the same phrases and ideas again and again, don't try to repeat it. So if you think that it is important point, you can give. Otherwise, the repetition of the unwanted phrases and ideas is neglected. And don't let typos ruin your essay. So once you have completed your essay, try to check your essay that any mistakes you have done, any grammatical mistakes or spelling mistakes. Don't make those spelling mistakes to ruin your essay. So check once again. Don't rely on spelling checker. So why? There were so many software will helping to check the spellings and grammars nowadays. But still, don't totally depend on the spell checker. You on your own self manually check whatever you have written on your hand, so that it will help you to find out each and every details minutely. So don't rely on spell checkers. Do not plagiarize. And this is very important point. Many of them were copying the essays from the net and they were writing. This will not help any of them, because this type of plagiarism will not help to develop a creativity or thinking and all. So do not plagiarize. Do not address the reader. When we are writing the essay, don't mention any of the people, any of the reader. Don't address them. And don't start an essay with some phrases like in this, my essay says this. So avoid these phrases when you're starting your essay. And finally, don't use negative language. So this is very important, that you should not use the negative language. So these are the things which we have to be follow when we are writing the essay. So in this session, we have discussed how to write the essay writing and what are the types. And also we have discussed the structures like introduction, body part, and the conclusion. And also we have discussed some tips also regarding this essay writing and what to do, what not to do and all. And this will help everyone to write your essay good. So this is how we have to be write our essay. Thank you.